Amazon in 2022, is it worth starting even this kind of business? How does the platform work? What I learned in the last 8 months since I decided to sell on Amazon platform. So welcome back. My name is Valentina and I own an Amazon business. And today I'm gonna go over a couple of things that I learned, a couple of conclusions that I made since I started my Amazon business. So let's get right into it. Amazon is just a stepping stone. Build a website that brings traction to your store. Don't just rely on Amazon, because at any given point, they can delete your listing, they can block your listing, they can just decide that it doesn't look good for them and that something looks suspicious and they can suspend your listing. So make sure that before you start selling on Amazon, or even at the same time, build the website, purchase that domain, and start bringing traffic not just to your Amazon store, but also to your own personal website. Because if at any point you decide to even leave the Amazon platform, that you have enough clients, you have enough people that are interested in your product, this way you have some kind of a backbone, and you know that even if you go off Amazon, you have your own website. It's very important. If at first you don't want to deal with product and you having to fulfill orders, there's a really cool app that I go by. It's called ByteStand. I'm going to link it down below. Basically, it connects your website to the Amazon. So even if you bring traction to your own website, this app connects to Amazon, and Amazon fulfills those orders. So again, you don't have to do anything. You are off hands, and that's why I love this business model so much. It's because it gives you the freedom not to have to deal with these kind of things. You don't have to deal with the physical product. It's all basically done by Amazon. So use that opportunity, and if you're trying to build traction to your own website, you can still do it through Amazon. They can still fulfill your orders until you get your field settled and until your business is up and running. Promote yourself. Promote yourself 2-3 times a day if you can. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever opportunity you get. Even if you don't always have enough budget to run ads, promote yourself to your friends, to your family, to whatever social media presence you have. It's very important for your brand, because if someone sees you more than 7 times in a row, they are gonna remember you, they're gonna remember your brand, they're gonna remember your store, and they are much more likely to recommend you to someone. Do small videos of you with your product and just post them on social media. You don't have to do extremely expensive equipment, just with your phone, something that shows how your product can be used, something that's gonna promote yourself. Amazon has a very sensitive algorithm, so make sure that if you ask your friends and family to buy your products and leave your reviews, that they're doing it correctly, so you don't get suspended for trying to make it on Amazon. So be a little bit more cautious when it comes to Amazon algorithm. It's very sensitive. Do not connect products that have bad reviews. For example, if you have one product that reviews are not the greatest and you're trying to launch a second variation, do them as separate listings. I learned that the hard way, but you can always connect them later once the reviews are a little bit better. But at the beginning, if you're trying to make it on Amazon, make all of your products as separate listings. It's gonna help you. There is a lot of competition when it comes to Amazon, so marketing research needs to be done properly and thoroughly, as well as all of the tools that need to be purchased for different accounts need to be opened. So be prepared to not be profitable for the first 6-8 months. To be honest, I'm not even profitable yet. I'm just breaking even at this point, because all of the money that I made, I invested either in my supplier to bring more product or marketing. You have to be patient when it comes to Amazon. I believe in slow growth, so take your time and hopefully you have enough money to invest in it. My idea is to sell this particular business. That's why I'm investing at this point money and time and effort. So for me, Amazon is just a stepping stone. As you, I'm sure, educated yourself, there are plenty of companies that are purchasing well-established Amazon businesses. That's my intention. I want to be in this business 5 years tops, and then I want to sell it 100%. I want to be doing something else with my time. expand your Amazon to different countries if you can. I am a Canadian citizen, I live in Canada, but I'm selling on both platforms, US and Canada. After your product was exposed to more than one marketplace, you can see which one does better, and then you can always pause your campaigns and you can ship all of the inventory to a Canadian marketplace or to US marketplace and just sell it from there. So make sure that you kind of expand your possibilities and don't just sell on one platform in one country. If you can expand, then do it by all means. Another thing that I learned is stick to your supplier, because you can build a long-term relationship. You can jump from supplier to supplier when you're just trying to get product, when you're testing, but once you found that golden goose, don't just dump it and find someone better. Make sure you negotiate before you even start looking for a different supplier. If you feel like your supplier increased their prices or you can find something less expensive, make sure you take it up with them, because dealing with Alibaba, that's where I buy all of my product from. They're very particular in the way they want to be treated, in the way they want to be talked to. So be respectful, don't just disregard, because it's work on their end as well, as much as it on your end. And I found a supplier that I work with at this moment, and what I found is that if you treat them with respect, if you're being polite, if you say hello, how are you, if you ask how they're doing, it creates that particular bond and you become more of an acquaintances. And if there's something going on, they can always give you heads up that they're going to be busy, or if their prices are going up, they're going to give you heads up. Maybe you should order inventory for 6 months in advance because our prices are going to go up. So make that bond, make that relationship with your supplier. It's going to help you in the long run. Another thing, take into consideration, once your product is ready to be shipped, that's what I do with my supplier. I ask for them to take one box out and just send it to me directly so I can see how it's gonna look when my customer is gonna open. So it's like a finished product, because I'm a brand registered. So my brand I'm trying to make some kind of an impression, because it's always nice to open that little well-packaged product that has a thank you card, that has instructions on how to use it, that people can just re-gift it to someone. So what I do with my supplier, I always ask them to make either from each variation, if I have 2-3 variation, one extra and just send it to me, because at the beginning I was just selling on US platform, for me to actually have the experience of opening up my own product, and I can always go back to them for the next inventory purchase, and I can always go back to them and tell them, oh, I like this or I disliked this. So it gives you kind of an insight of how it's gonna make your customer feel when they open your product, and it should make them feel happy and excited. It all depends like how well of a job your supplier does. So make sure you do your research and find a good supplier. Work towards your goal. I know it's so much easier to just give up and close the account and call it a day. It is easy to give up. I must admit, I had those moments and I had those doubts, and I still do, to be honest. It's not a perfect road, it's not an easy road, and it's extremely competitive and expensive in 2022. But I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I do believe that all of the struggles and all of the hustling are gonna pay off in the end, because if you have the intention of growing your business and you're actually working towards that intention, you're gonna succeed. I can guarantee you. I guarantee that you're gonna do good and your business is gonna grow if you put your mind to it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna be talking about people that influence me and people that I have around me and how I love having them around myself. So I'll see you next time.